Get set, podcast listener, and be ready to win with your mentor, motivator, and marketer, Cam Roberts. Grow your business and achieve your goals quickly with the latest tips, tools, and tactics on business success and marketing. Subscribe now and download your free resources at camroberts.com.au.
Hey, Cam Roberts here, your friend in business, success and marketing. Thank you for joining me on the podcast show. Now, on today's show, I want to talk to you about how to build a strong personal brand. This podcast episode is probably going to go over a couple of different episodes. I want to start 2022. If you're listening to this podcast as it is revealed, we're at the start of 2022. If you're listening at some time in the future, well, it's the start of the year, and there's no better time than at the start of the year to really look back at your branding. And when I talk about personal branding, I'm not just talking about, people who are celebrities, industry experts, or anyone like that, but a personal brand can also be applied to an accounting firm. A personal brand can also be applied to a building company. A personal brand can also be applied to, a dental business. It's not just for coaches and consultants and industry experts, speakers, or anyone like that, because your personal brand, your brand in the marketplace is the ability for you to reach people and build trust automatically and systematically. See, if you've got a company and you're a plumber, a builder, you're a dentist, you're a mortgage broker, yes, you might have a company name. So you might be Sunshine Coast Mortgage Broker, but the person who's in charge of Sunshine Coast Mortgage Broker is Bob Jones. And Bob Jones needs to work on his personal brand because people are not looking for a mortgage broking company. They're looking for a mortgage broker, someone they can trust, someone that can help them, someone that's, they can rely on to do the right thing by them. So it's not just the business that they want to do business with, it's actually the person behind the business or running the business and the team of the business. So when you're building your corporate brand, your personal brand is very much a part of that these days. It's very hard to separate the two. With the likes of LinkedIn and Facebook and social media and TikTok and all that sort of stuff, the personal branding is more important than ever before. And it's always been important because people will always do business with people they know, like, and trust. They never do business with a company, an entity, right? People want to do business at a local, at a national level with other people they can know, like, and trust, right? So it's critical that the power of your branding as a market practice is set up in such a way that it creates a sense of true representation of who you are and the problems that you solve in the marketplace. Now, on a business level, branding stands common, but it is now becoming just as essential and more profitable than just corporate branding. So your personal brand is an authentic, deep-seated set of actions and values that represent the sum total of what you can do and how you can do it and the reasons you do it. And it's a holistic approach to telling your story than just advertising or marketing. See, your personal brand is really a virtual salesperson on steroids, and your personal brand therefore creates personal opportunities. Now, whether you like it or not, business and people need to create personal brands. Every blog post published on your website, every email marketing sent to a prospective client or your database, every social media interaction you make, every single ingredient offered by your product should be a representation and are all part of your personal brand. Every business person, coach, entrepreneur, freelancer, consultant needs to understand that personal branding is more important and will become even more important in the months and years ahead. The reality is that the entrepreneurial landscape and the job market has changed, and it's never going back to how it used to be because of social media, because of the way people interact with other people online, because of content marketing, because you can do videos on TikTok, because you can post pins on Pinterest, because you can do a YouTube video, right? And run a YouTube channel, because you can do micro posts on, Getter and Twitter and things like that. So your brand is your online reputation, and it's what people think and say about you when you're not around. So let's dive into some of the benefits of having a personal brand. And the first one is that it allows you to capitalize against market competition. So a unique brand story and an expertise, your skill set, the background of who you are, that builds a strong story. And that story creates your personal brand, and it is your point of difference. You see, like I said at the start of this episode, you can be a builder, a plumber, a dentist, a mortgage broker. It doesn't matter what you do. And you can be like every other builder, plumber, dentist, mortgage broker in your area and in your state and in your nation. However, what will set you apart is your story as a person. And that's the power of personal branding. Nothing will come close to separating you from your competition and allow you to capitalize on the market. So by highlighting your uniqueness about you, your story, and your brand, opens up more profitability opportunities and allows you to capitalize on your strengths, thus distinguishing you as different, unique, and offering value in the marketplace. Now, this will make it more difficult for your competitors who aren't involved in personal branding. They're not telling their story on social media. They're not showing up in Facebook Lives. They're not showing up on Instagram and videos. They're not showing up, with personal storytelling. And that's what people are looking for. They're looking to make a connection, and they want to buy from people, as I've said many times before, that they can know, like, and trust. And this will build exclusivity for you as you reach your target audience. Now, the second benefit of having a strong personal brand is it will allow you to create premium offerings and dream client pricing. So if you work relentlessly to build and develop a personal brand, you can justify the unique value of what you charge that no one else can, because of your point of difference, because of your story, because of your background, because of who you serve, because of the way you do it, because of the way you tell that story through your personal branding. You can create premium offerings on your products and services that your competitors cannot deal with, they cannot compete with. And the way that you innovate that, you can make yourself a pioneer and lead your field because of your story, because of what you've built up. If you think about some of the best storytellers, entrepreneurial storytellers, you think of the likes of Richard Branson. You think about all of the things, if you've ever followed Richard Branson and Virgin Galactic and all of that, if you've ever followed Richard in his early days, this guy would do things to get attention, and he would sail in balloons and take on adventures, and that was all part of Richard Branson's personal brand, even though he's selling other things, like he had Virgin gyms at one stage, Virgin credit cards, Virgin mobile phones, right? So it was all part of the branding of Richard Branson. When someone's seen Virgin, they thought of Richard Branson, not the other way around. They didn't think, oh, there's Virgin, I want to do business with Virgin. They aligned and thought of Richard Branson when they were buying from Virgin. Your personal branding, when done right, will allow you to close more dream clients at a higher velocity. And this leads me into number 3, and that's having a dynamic presentation of your unique expertise. You see, if you are searching for a better job or a high position in a company, and you want your future boss or associate to understand the personal branding that you bring in, once you pitch a sales growth presentation on the next fiscal period, you will be able to link a sense of trust and long-term satisfaction to your potential clients. So just like going for a job, when you make a pitch to your prospective clients, part of that pitch is demonstrating your uniqueness of how you share value in the marketplace. Successful personal branding is about how emotions are conveyed in each individual products and services that you offer. It's about homing in on the strong emotional connection between the customer and the branding, right? And what the brand says about you. So again, it comes back to building trust with people. It comes back to letting people know more about you. It comes back to demonstrating, who you are and what you do and how your personal brand is the gateway to them getting their problem solved. So your personal brand is something you should continue to work on. It's something that you should use as an attraction mechanism. It should educate people. It should empower prospective clients. It should position your business in a way that builds brand narrative and creates visibility in the marketplace. And the more noise you can make, the more stories you can tell, the more podcasts you can do, the more videos you can create, the more you can write about what you do with your personal branding, the less you'll have to sell, the less you'll have to close. No one likes being closed these days. No one likes being hard sold. And so your personal branding, as I said before, is a virtual salesperson on steroids that works for you 24/7. It never stops. Once you create a piece of content around your personal branding, it lives on the internet forevermore. It never stops selling for you. So the more personal branding content you have out there, the less that you have to sell and convince people to buy your products or services, or what a great idea it is to do business with you, because they will be magnetically drawn to you just by what they've seen as part of your personal branding and the stories they've already consumed as part of your personal branding. Well, that's about a wrap for this episode. I'll continue on in future episodes on personal branding and how you can develop that in the months and years ahead. If you want any help with your personal branding, there's a couple of ways that I can help you. Number one, you can go to my website, camroberts.com.au, and you can download the personal branding ebook that I have. I highly recommend you do that. Number two, I have a training available on my website as well. You can check out the training there as well. Just click on the home page there. You'll see the training button. Click here for the VIP training, free training, and you can do that also up in the top menu. And that will give you an insight of how you can use your personal branding more effectively to grow sales and attract more dream clients. And I'll also have the opportunity to work with you on a one-on-one, more personal level, either as a consulting client or as part of my inner circle. So my inner circle is a group that I've put together where I coach and mentor people and give them access to my own branding team, the people that are responsible for my branding and my funnels and my marketing and my paid advertising. I give my inner circles access to those experts so they can take years off their marketing, years off developing their personal brand, and they can do it in months and not in a couple of years. So if you want any more information about any of that, just go to camroberts.com.au. That's camroberts.com.au. As I said, watch a training, grab an ebook, or fill out a form, and let's have a chat about how we can grow your business in the months and years ahead by dominating your market with a strong personal brand.